Jake Paul called out Conor McGregor, so let's talk about it. Jake Paul, Conor McGregor boxing match, who wins, and MMA fight, who wins. I'm going with Jake Paul at both. I think Conor McGregor is well past his prime at this point. He's got so much stuff going on. He's supposed to be fighting at the end of 2025. This is per Dana White. I mean, come on, what are we doing here? Look at the activity from Jake Paul. He's always in a fight. He's always keeping our attention. I'm not a fan of Jake Paul. Don't like him. You could look at my past videos on him for that. This isn't the video for that. This is about what happens if they actually step foot in there. I think Jake Paul knocks him out, man. I really do. I think Jake Paul goes in there with really no pressure at all. Conor has all the pressure in the world because it's his ego on the line. It's kind of like, and he's going to be in the position that he put Jose Aldo in once upon a time. You know, Jake is going to be the one trying to bully Conor. He's bigger than Conor. He'll be able to sort of muscle around, throw his weight around at press conferences, at certain, you know, interactions that they have. Jake is a better troll than Conor. I mean, Conor's a good troll, don't get me wrong, but Jake also got some ammo on Conor too. We've seen the videos that Jake has made in the past. We've seen tweets. Jake could, go troll for troll with Conor. He could. And Jake, I think, he's the younger guy, he's the bigger guy, and he's the guy that's not living the same lifestyle as Conor. Conor's living a self-destructive lifestyle. He's living a lifestyle of substance abuse with alcohol and partying and allegedly other substances and things like that, right? Um, I don't know, man. It's just not looking good for Conor right now, and I think he needs to retire. I don't think he needs to step foot in the cage again or in a ring again. I think he needs to lay low and just go away for a while and sort of really find himself again. You know what I mean? Really find who he is, because he's not the fighter anymore. He's not that guy. He's not 50 G's baby. He's not that guy. That guy is long gone. He is no longer the guy who says, I don't give a fuck about Hollywood Boulevard, yeah? I don't give a fuck about the Walk of Fame, yeah? He's not that guy no more, because now, he's in movies. He's got the pink suit on with MGK throwing punches at the VMAs and things like that. He's a celebrity now. He's living that lifestyle. And Jake, he's living the lifestyle of a fighter. He's training. He's in fights. He's doing the damn thing. Conor's not. Also, MMA wise, man, I mean, Jake is bigger than Conor. That's a fact. He is bigger than Conor. He's younger than Conor, significantly younger than Conor, mind you. And I wouldn't be surprised if Jake Paul could really train wrestling for like 8 months in preparation for a McGregor fight and be able to take down Conor. I mean, this isn't 2015 Conor McGregor. This isn't 2016 Eddie Alvarez, Conor McGregor. This is 2024 Conor McGregor, which I believe if you had went back and you asked Conor and you told him like, yo, all this stuff is going to happen to you, it would be a nightmare for him. He has become the worst version of himself, and it is what it is. But I can't get up here and lie to you folks. Do I want to see Jake Paul knock out Conor McGregor and everybody be sad? I don't want to see that. Are there some people that I'm sure would love that? Maybe. Maybe, especially with the recent thing about Conor McGregor being found liable for his outside escapades, so to speak. I don't know, man. It's rough. It's rough sledding right now for Conor McGregor. I think we may be witnessing Conor McGregor's karma. He first bursted onto the scene being very boisterous and disrespectful to people. If you go and you listen to the way he spoke to people like Cole Miller on Ariel Helwani's MMA Hour years ago, and if you listen to the way he spoke to people like Aldo and just you name it, Chad Mendez, you name it, man. On the come up, Conor McGregor was different. He would psychologically torment you with the warfare, get in your head, and then the ocean of the crowd being on his side would like psych people out. It's what happened to Dustin Poirier. That's why I truly think if Conor had stayed in the UFC, never mind Floyd, and kept building upon his aura, like let's say he took the Nate Diaz trilogy immediately after the Eddie Alvarez performance, the all-time great performance in UFC history, one of easily top 5 ever. Imagine if he parlays that right into a Nate Diaz trilogy and he knocks out Nate Diaz at lightweight, let's say, which was possible. That could happen. And let's say he did that, and then afterwards you run the Habib fight, or you run the Tony fight, or you do something. You know what I mean? You do something. But I think that would have been better for Conor than leaving the UFC, going to box, and being gone for 2 years, and then jumping right back into the deep end after not doing the sport, right? You don't get better at things by not doing it. And he left the sport, came back into the deep end against Habib. It just wasn't smart, and it was what it does. It was, you know what I mean? I think that was the true turning point in Conor McGregor's career. But that's pretty much all I got, man. I can't say Jake Paul beats Conor McGregor enough times. I just think Conor's destined to lose at this point. I think whether it's against Terence Crawford, whether it's against Paddy Pimblett, if he was to come back and fight him, against Jake Paul, it doesn't matter. And that's another thing, too. Conor's got like 2 fights left on his UFC contract. So Jake Paul may get an even worse version of Conor, right? Like a two devastating knockout losses in a row version of Conor. You get me? Let's say Conor goes out sad in his UFC career. Let's say whoever he comes back and fights, whether it's Michael Chandler or this guy or that guy, and he loses, he gets slumped out, snoring. That's tough. And then if he does it again, like he could go out like Chuck Liddell. He can go out like BJ Penn. I truly believe Conor McGregor is going to go out in such a way that it's like down in flames. He's going to go out in a way where he ruined his legacy essentially. And we're watching it unfold in real time. It's insane. So outside of that, again, Jake beats him in both MMA and boxing. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, whether you agree, disagree. It does not matter. Just join the discussion, follow for more, and leave a like if you enjoyed the time spent. Thank you. You are all appreciated.